Once upon a time, there were 5 cavemen. They were Unga, Bunga, Oogie, Boogie, and Trevor. They lived together in a cave. In fact, they never left the cave. They stayed there, day in and day out, waiting for dead bugs and dried leaf to blow in so that they could eat. They lived like that because they believed the mouth of the cave is the edge of their world.
Outside of cave is nothing. Go outside and poof. No more on God.
No, outside is big dragon. Dragon swallow Bunga.
Outside is big mad god. Big mad god stomp on Oogie, and splat. Big gross mess.
Despite their differences in theories and beliefs, they were united in one thing. That is, never go out of the cave. Occasionally, an animal might pass by the cave, but these men had their backs always faced against the mouth of the cave. They would cower from the shadow cast on the wall.
I wonder what is really outside the cave. I just wonder if there are more food and water outside.
There are more than enough food and water here. Are you mad?
But we ONL can see the inside the cave. What if we cannot see what really is out there?
Are you saying we are all wrong, all these years?
You want to ruin everything. You are a big trouble.
Since you're so curious, why don't you just leave?
Everyone was so angry and they started to throw stones at Boogie. Boogie ran for his life towards the mouth of the cave. Boogie was in a complete shock. He couldn't believe the world he was looking at outside the miserable cave. Boogie had been walking and exploring for a long time, and when, in a distance, he saw an old man.
Hello, my name is Boogie.
And mine is Mike. I see that you have come from a cave. Welcome. Did you come with others?
No, I came alone.
I have been waiting for the day when all cavemen would emerge again from the cave and repopulate the land.
You mean there are others?
Oh yes. There are many others living in hundreds of caves across the land. But they never come out. They never learn.
But why? Why did they choose to live in the cave? The world out here is so big and wonderful.
Well, it all began long time ago. Your ancestors all lived together in a large tribe, right here in these fields. The population grew and those were happy times. But as the numbers increased, the fields could no longer support the people. Food became scarce, and people were hungry. The people were desperate and they went to see the wise elders of the tribe. The elders told them to build a tower so that they can see the surroundings.
Did the people build a tower?
Yes, they did, and they could see the land around them. But now the tribe was split into 2 opinions, what they should do next. One group wanted to make spears so that they could hunt, and the other insisted they should make baskets so that they could forage and carry the food back. And soon, discussions turned into angry arguments. They started to call each other horrible names. Eventually, war broke out between the 2 clans. The losing clan ran and hid in caves. But soon after, the clan that won the battle started to fight among themselves.
So where are everybody now?
In caves. Everyone lives in caves.
But why disagreed on spears and baskets? Maybe everyone see the world wrongly. We see wrong and act wrong.
Very good, Boogie. But perhaps it is not a matter of seeing wrong, but seeing incomplete. Follow me, let me show you something.
Mike brought Boogie to the tower built by their forefathers. Boogie climbed and looked to the west. He saw a land is full of fruit trees and making baskets would make sense. And when Boogie turned and looked to the east, he saw a land full of animals which one could hunt. Making spears to hunt would also be something sensible.
I understand now 2 sides of the tower. 2 different views. They only saw in part. But this is silly. Why didn't they try to understand each perspectives?
It does seem simple, doesn't it? But it seldom works that way. Instead, people divide and work against each other.
Maybe I should go back to the cave and tell the others.
Be careful. Remember how difficult it was for a curious person to leave. It will a lot harder for the others, who are satisfied to stay there.
But it is better out here. The change will be good for them.
Boogie, wait.
Boogie stopped at the cave. He worried his friends might turn violent against him again. Would they believe him that outside was so great? Why did Mike try to stop him? We wish Boogie luck. Moral of the Shadows of the Neanderthal illustrates that mental models are deeply held beliefs, images and assumptions we hold about our world. The way we see the world affects our experience of the world. When the way we see the world changes, we can then change our actions and get very different results.